That's what this guy makes on the can here. Owls and aliens. Got 3 eyes, so maybe it is an alien owl. It's out of a very nice Florida brewery, Broken Strings, and it's summertime, so might as well do a little bit of a Florida week on the channel. Might as well rock some Disney too for it, right? Let's find out just how spooky or sagely Owls and Aliens is right after the theme song. Welcome into the Midland Studio as per usual with your host, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, and we're going to start Florida Wake off with a bang. Actually, I guess it's really more like Broken Strings week because I think all 3 of the beers I have lined up are all Broken Strings, so I guess it's just Broken Strings week. But I went there in April not prior to, that would have been a long day. The weekend I went down for Ivory Jungle 2023 with Bucks McGee, and one of the places we stopped at in the greater Orlando area was Broken Strings, and loved their tap room. Cozy, kind of small, but nice little L-shaped bar. All these murals on the wall of famous musicians from years past. So it was a pretty cool vibe in there, and it was just right down the stretch from the Amway Center. There was a Big Storm location, which is normally out of Tampa down there. So there's these little nice little beer vibe just on that one road, really. So this is called Owls and Aliens, and you got a little look of the can outside, but the prominent featured owl in the front with 3 eyes. You could probably also guess the name as I just put the can up in front of the camera. Sammie's Black Lager, 5%. 25 IBU, that's nice and moderate. Brewed in can at Broken Strings, Church Street, BrokenStringsBrewery.com. Surgeon General warning, what is that? Keep cold, drink fresh. No can on date, but I got it in April. It's mid-June right now when I'm recording it, so it hasn't been kept very long, and it's been cold the entire time, so I'm not super worried about that. There's not too much on Untapped. Black Lager brewed in collaboration with the rock band Owls and Aliens. Okay. I don't know if I'm just being musically ignorant for my age, or if that's just a local music band. And obviously, local music I'm a big supporter on this channel of. So that would be kind of cool if they did a band with a local band. Style is the Schwarzbier. That's 6 1/2 dozen the other way. Saying Black Lager. ABV is actually listed at 5.5 on Untapped. Not a lot of check-ins, but it was a special release, so I suppose that's not completely uncommon. 46 total, 36 unique. And despite that small sample size, the 32 ratings is actually very respectable, 3.93. And I do love this style, and if the internet world likes to think so highly of it, I'll probably love it. And don't forget, if Black Lager's your thing, head on down to the comments. The first one pinned has a link to a playlist featuring the other Black Lagers I've done on the channel in the past. I know there's at least a couple, so work through that at your convenience if you like what I said about this one. So let's not waste any more time and crack this open. Ooh, and a little foamy to that shukluk. Whoop, little bit of a spillage there. Whoa. Would have had a lot of a spillage there. Let that settle down. Top this off. Get a nice little upside down snowfall for a dark beer. Although, I don't know if you can tell too easily indoors, But I can see it here because of the light, and I saw it a lot outside, so you probably, well, you know, you didn't see too much on the part because the hard part was really hard. But the color is actually a bit of a brown, almost dark amber color. It's really more reminiscent of a red or a brown than a Schwarzbier. Schwarzbiers, to me, are very, very dark. So, to me, and then this is like extremely, I hope it comes through fine indoors because this is extremely like dark amber brown type. Head settled down is a full 4 fingers plus 1 fat thumb. It's a pretty decent looking off-white khaki color. Now I did smell it outside when I shook it, and shout out One Flight Down for that moniker, if you will. It had more of that chocolate kind of aroma, but you really kind of dig into it. You really got to dig into it a little bit. Maybe that's because of the head. You really got to dig into it a little bit to get that chocolate out of there. It's a lot more it's a little bit more of that like classic roasty malty flavor. But I mean, those are all common things with this style. But if you really dig into it, you can get some of that chocolate, maybe a little of the caramel. That's right, I said caramel. So I'm excited. This looks tasty, if not maybe a little out of the box. So let's take a sip, shall we? It's quite tasty. I might have some thoughts. Let's talk about it. So this is a little perplexing, and not perplexing because I can't figure it out, but it has a lot of quality of a Schwarzbier, but they're not like totally 100% of those qualities. It's funny that the first, like the aroma just before I sipped it, and then that first sip, it almost kind of reminded me like English style, like an ESB or something like that. So maybe if this was like, and based on the color, like maybe this came out as kind of like if a Schwarzbier and an ESB had a baby, because there's a lot of characteristics of both. It's not like, it doesn't have that like full-fledged crispness or sweetness that a Schwarzbier has. But it is kind of have those same notes, but it's not quite as like sharp or harsh as an ESB. I do actually, the next video you see will actually be an ESB. So you'll see that in a couple days. But yeah, to me, this one, I mean, it's super light, it's super crushable, nothing's overpowering about it. But yeah, it's got a lot of qualities of both those styles, despite it being labeled as a Schwarzbier. I happen to like both those styles, so I'm not complaining about either one. And I think that's quite good. If you didn't complain about me, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell to exactly when these reviews drop. Exactly. If you want to send me a beer, recommend a beer to me, or just chit-chat me up and make a new friend, email me nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. And for the rest of my day-to-day nonsense, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram @nutmeg2palmetto. Nice. Stay tuned for a week will continue, or Broken Strings week, I guess as the case may be. Cheers, friends. See you next time.